Since the new Karate Kid Legends film is out now, expect a spoiler free review of it tomorrow. I thought I'd go ahead and celebrate the 15th anniversary of the reboot of the Karate Kid early, though its anniversary isn't for another week or two going into next month. So prepare yourselves. Here's my review of the Karate Kid 2010. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome again to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a review of the 2010 martial arts drama flick The Karate Kid, released by Columbia in the US and international, except China and Hong Kong. It was released by Edco, along with China Film Group, Overbrook Entertainment, and JW Productions. This would actually be the last film in the Karate Kid franchise to have original producer Jerry Weintraub on board. He, along with Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, James Lasseter, and Ken Stovitz, produced from a screenplay written by Christopher Murphy based on a story conceived by Robert Mark Kamen, the writer of the first three films in the franchise. It serves as the fifth overall film. It's kind of a reboot and what have you, not a factual remake. The film stars Jaden Smith's own son, Will Smith's own son, as the titular character, along with Jackie Chan, plus Taraji P. Henson, and others. It follows a 12-year-old boy from Detroit who moves to Beijing with his widowed mother and runs afoul of the neighborhood bully. He makes an unlikely ally in the form of an aging maintenance man who happens to be not a karate master, but a kung fu master who teaches him the secrets of self-defense. Now, the movie was released on June 11th, 2010, so I'm just kind of doing this early for its anniversary since I wanted to do a Karate Kid film in order to promote the release of Karate Kid Legends, which Jackie Chan happens to be in as he reprising his role from this film. So, let's get started. 12-year-old Dre Parker and his widowed mother, Sherry, moved from Detroit to Beijing after she gets a job transfer at a car factory. Dre meets young violinist Mei Ying and immediately becomes infatuated with her. Cheng, a rebellious kung fu prodigy whose family is close to Mei Ying's, keeps them apart by constantly attacking, teasing, and antagonizing Dre. He throws a bucket of dirty water over Cheng and his gang. The enraged gang chases and brutally beats Dre. Maintenance man Mr. Han intervenes and fends off the bullies, revealing himself to be a kung fu master. Han heals Dre's injuries using the Chinese medicine methods of fire cupping. He explains that Cheng and his friends are not inherently bad, but are taught to be merciless by their teacher, Master Li. Dre asks Han to teach him Kung Fu, but he accompanies him to Li's Fighting Dragon studio to make peace. Li rebuffs the peace offer and challenges Dre to fight Ching. Han counters that Dre compete against all Li's students at the upcoming Kung Fu tournament, requesting that they let Dre train in peace until then. Li accepts, saying if Dre doesn't show up, he will inflict pain on both of them. Han teaches Dre Kung Fu by emphasizing movements that apply to life in general. Serenity and maturity, not punches and power, are the keys to mastering Kung Fu. He has Dre repeatedly take off and pick up his jacket to develop muscle memory. Han takes him to a Taoist temple where Dre drinks the water from a Taoist well and witnesses a woman make a cobra reflect her movements. After weeks of training, Han gives Dre a day off. Dre persuades Mei Ying to skip school with him. After finding out, Mei Ying's parents deem Dre a bad influence and forbid Mei Ying from seeing him. Dre finds Han drunk and depressed, smashing a Volkswagen Scirocco he was working on. He explains that he crashed it years ago, killing his wife and 10-year-old son. To punish himself, he spends a year fixing the car. then destroys it again on every anniversary of the accident. Dre resolves to train harder and help his teacher overcome his trauma. Han helps Dre write and recite an apology in Mandarin to Mei Ying's father, in which he accepts Dre's apology and in return lets Mei Ying attend Dre's tournament. Now for the ending, you know the procedure. You got 5 cents to stop this video right now. Go to the description box below, fast forward to the time below as I'm now counting down. If you've seen this already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. At the tournament, the initially unconfident Dre starts defeating his opponents, and enraged Lee orders his student Liang to injure Dre in the semifinals. Liang reluctantly does so by delivering crippling blows to Dre's leg. He is disqualified, and Dre advances to the finals against Ching. Dre pleads with Han to heal his leg with a fire cupping method. Realizing this is more about overcoming Dre's fear than anything else, Han complies. The final match starts. On Lee's orders, Cheng attacks Dre's injured leg, causing Dre to lose balance. He manages to get up and uses the snake stance he saw at the temple. Dre defeats Cheng with a kick to the head, earning the respect of Cheng and his classmates. Cheng, instead of the presenter, presents Dre with the trophy, and the Flying Dragon students bow down to Han, accepting him as their new master, leaving Lee defeated. End of story. So what did I think of the 2010 version of the Karate Kid? Well, it's not really the best one. I thought it was pretty good in some ways. I mean, I've seen it a few times. Well, I still much like the original one, and the sequels weren't too bad, but this kind of comes smack dab in between, and what have you. If I had ranked the Karate Kid films, this would probably come smack dab in between, you know. So anyway, yeah, that's how I would think of it. The reviews were pretty decent enough. Rotten Tomatoes has a score of 67, which makes it the second highest rating for a film in the franchise behind the original. They say it may not be as powerful as the 1984 edition, but this version delivers a surprisingly satisfying update on the original. Metacritic has a score of 61. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of an A, the highest of the franchise. Now, for some reviews, Anne Hornaday described Jaden Smith as a revelation who proves that he's no mere beneficiary of dynastic Largesse. I'm sorry if I'm sorry, I'm not saying the word right. Sorry. Somber, self contained, and somehow believable as a kid for whom things don't come easily, he never conveys the sense that he's desperate to be liked, which is precisely why the film winds up being so likable itself. Roger Ebert said in the Chicago Sun-Times in a positive review, saying it is a lovely and well made film that stands on its own feet. Well, one reviewer for USA Today and Owen Gleiberman of Entertainment Weekly each rated the film a B, stating the chemistry between Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan grounds the movie, imbuing it with sincerity and poignance, and that the film is fun and believable. Now that's understandable, but some were not really thrilled with it and what have you. Nevertheless, the film did prove to be a big hit when it was released, being out even the 18th film, which I will be reviewing that next month. Anyway, the film did very well. It went on to make 359 million worldwide on its $40 million, which makes it the highest grossing film of the series to this day. But like I said, I'd still prefer the original over this. And I hope y'all understand that. Don't you ever forget it. Nevertheless, the film did get numerous awards. It, Jackie Chan won Favorite Action Star at the People's Choice Awards, and also won the Best Butt Kicker Award at the Kids' Choice Awards. And the film also also won Favorite Movie. Jaden Smith was nominated for Favorite Movie Actor, but well, unfortunately, though, lost. but lost to Johnny Depp, unfortunately, for another remake, Alice in Wonderland, which don't expect me to review that. Let's see now, where was I? Well, the song Never Say Never by Justin Bieber, along with Smith himself, was nominated for Best Song for a Movie. Smith was also nominated for the biggest badass star at the MTV Movie Awards. Yes. But unfortunately lost to Chloe Grace Moretz for Kick Ass, if I'm not mistaken. However, Smith did win Best Leading Young Actor in a Feature Film at the Young Artist Awards and got nominated for Choice Summer Movie at the Teen Choice Awards. But however, let's give me a second. But lost to Eclipse, the third installment of the Twilight Saga, as you can imagine. But nevertheless, I found this film to be pretty enjoyable. While again, not as good, not quite close to, not close as much as the original. But like I said, it does its extreme best to be a good film in all ways. James Horner is on board to do the score, and I will say he's good with his score. Very good. For our cast, we have Jaden Smith in the role of Dre. I will say, well, he might not be no Daniel LaRusso in ways, but still, I think he's good though. The character based on Mr. Miyagi, Mr. Han, is Jackie Chan, and I do like him. Oh, I still like Mr. Miyagi a whole lot more, but Han does his is a good character though. Playing Dre's mother, Sherry, is Taraji P. Henson, and I've got to give her credit. She's pretty good. We have Wen Han playing Mei Ying. I've got to say, she's a good character. Zhenwei Wang played Cheng. Yes, the Johnny of Lawrence of the film. Yeah, not bad. And Rong Guang played Master Li, the main antagonist based on John Kreese. And then we have Luke Carberry as Harry, a boy who befriends Dre, and he's based off of Freddy. So anyway, I really think that they're pretty good, and the rest of the cast are pretty good too. So anyway, the film originally served as a loose remake of the original film, set in a different continuity and following a similar narrative, but with the same move to China. And the martial art changed despite the film's title from karate to kung fu. But I'm pretty sure you get what I'm saying. But anyway, with everything said, would I recommend the Cry Kid 2010? My verdict would be sure, go ahead, or give it a one time watch if you're a hardcore fan of the franchise. Now, after this, there was to be a sequel in development, and Brett Eisner was set to direct, but by the summer of 2014, the film had gained new writers and lost Eisner as director. But in April 2017, Eisner returned, but in October, Chan stated that the initial script for the film did not work well and has been canceled. But nevertheless, Mr. Han will be seen in the new Cry Kid Legends if you have yet to see it. I'll be seeing it tomorrow, so be ready for a spoiler free review of that and an out theater reaction. But anyway, like I said, my verdict for giving a watch for the Cry Kid would be sure, go ahead, or give it a one time watch. So, what did you think of the 2010 adaptation of The Cry Kid? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, make it grow and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel, get them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you like as well. And next time, I'll be bringing to you my Saturday morning TV log on Bailey Kipper's POV. So if you like this, check out my reviews of the first three installments of the Cry Kid series. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the original from 1984. The upper right hand corner is the Karate Kid Part 2 from 1986 review, and the bottom left hand corner is the Karate Kid Part 3 from 1989 review. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.